Welcome back, lottery fans. Today we're going to do another Pick 4 rundown, and this is going to be the 7777 Lucky Pick 4 rundown. So we did this rundown for Pick 3 lottery a few weeks ago. You can definitely go back and look at that. This time I'm going to do the same rundown but show you how it's applied to the Pick 4. So for this one I'm going to do 3 examples, 3 different states, so you can get an idea of how it's working. And as I mentioned, this is called the 7777 rundown, so very applicable for the month of March because it's a lucky rundown with all of those sevens. Let's go ahead and start with our first state we're going to do, and we're going to start with the New York lottery, and it's going to be the New York evening lottery that we're actually looking for. So I'm going to do 3 different lotteries. Please definitely try it with your state. It should work with all states and all provinces and countries that have Pick 4 lotteries, but definitely let me know in the comments below if it's hitting in your state. I always like to hear that it's hitting in other states. We're going to use the Pick 4 rundown worksheet that has the lines in it. You can go ahead and download this for free from lotterypredictor.com. I'll leave links in the description below for it. You can just go to lotterypredictor.com, go to the resources section, and all of our rundown worksheets are there for you and free to download. All the lottery wheels, rundown worksheets, and all the stuff from the number vault is in there as well. You're definitely going to need a calculator for this one. If you are good with mental math, you can certainly attempt it. I'm not going to attempt it this time simply because whilst I'm talking and trying to do mental math, it doesn't really work out as well as I would hope. So we're going to start with our base date for this one is going to be March the 16th. And I would recommend trying a few different dates, backtracking to see whether or not this rundown's been working with a different date. But for the purpose of this example, we're just going to use the 16th of March as that base date. And we're only going to need the one lottery result from that. And on the 16th in New York in the evening, the result was a 6525. So for this rundown, we're going to take that result and we're going to put it in the first line of our rundown here. So we're going to put 6525 in that first rundown line here. Now this is the part where you're going to need your calculator. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take 7777 and we're going to add it to our line. We're not going to add it in a vertical manner, so we're not going to say 6 plus 7, 5 plus 7, 2 plus 5, 7, 5 plus 7, etc. What we're going to do, we're actually going to add that to the actual number itself. So if we put in 6525 into our calculator and then we add 7777 to that, we come out with 14,302. Now because this is a Pick 4 lottery, we only need these last 4 numbers here. So the 4302 is what we need. So we'll put that on this line here, 4302. Then we're going to go ahead and add 7777 to that number. So we'll add 7777 to that. Gives us 22,079. So we'll take those last 4 numbers again. 2079, and that's our second Pick 4 number. Once again, we're going to add 777 to that. 7777. I hope I'm counting 4 sevens there, but there we go. Supposed to be 4 sevens, and that gives us 29,856. We'll put 9856, and a couple more times here, adding 7,777. It gives us a 7633, and then one more time because we want to get 5 lines out of this one. We could go all the way down to 10 lines if we wanted to. If you want to play 10 lines, you're more than welcome to. I always only try and stick to 5 lines for this one, but completely up to you. If you want to increase your odds and play more lines, you definitely can do that. And it gives us a 5410. So there we go. That is 5 Pick 4 numbers that we can now start playing in the New York evening lottery. As with all the rundowns, I like to play these for about 3 or 4 days, see if they're hitting. If they're not, I'll change up my rundown, maybe do a different rundown. But if they do start hitting, I'll keep them for about a couple of weeks to see where, so they keep hitting. Let's go ahead and do a couple more states so you can see how this works. So for our second state, we're going to go ahead and pick Louisiana. And we're going to do Louisiana actually only has one Pick 4 lottery every single day, so we're going to pick from the result from the 16th of March and use that result. and on the 16th it was a 6189. So we're going to go ahead and fill that in on our top line here. And then we'll blank out our calculator, so we're starting from 0. Very important if you're doing multiple rundowns, otherwise you start getting the wrong results. And then we'll add 7777 to that. So 6,189 plus 7,777. That gives us 13,966. We only need the last 4 numbers there, so we'll take that. There's a 3966 and put that on the second line here. We're going to go ahead and add 7,777 to that. That will give us a 1743. And then we're going to keep going down, adding 7,777 to all of these until we come out with the 5 lines that we actually want. And if you do make a mistake, if you find your calculator skills are not as strong, then you can definitely go ahead and just, rather than trying to go back from the start, you can put in the number from the last line that you hit, and then keep adding from there, because you'll get the same result. So for example, if I was to blank out my calendar here, say whoops, I blanked it out, when I'm adding 7,777, I can just start with 7297 and add 7777 to that, and I'll still get the same result. This number here should be higher, but because I started from afresh, it's not, but it doesn't matter because we only care about these 4 numbers here. There we go. So there's 5 numbers that we can now play in the Louisiana Pick 4 lottery. Alright, on to the last state here. One more example to show you all, and then hopefully you can go ahead and start doing this rundown in your state. As always, leave me a comment if it does work in your state. So this is the 7777 rundown. And our last one is the Texas lottery, and I'm going to be picking the evening result. Texas has 4 pick 4 drawings every single day, so definitely plenty to pick from. My personal preference is always the evening. Don't know why, just something I've always stuck to. And we're going to pick the 16th of March again for the Texas lottery, and the result for that was a 3432. So we'll put that on our top line here. Change out our pens, and we're going to go ahead and add 7,777 to that. Blanking out the calculator, 3432 plus 7,777 gives us 11,209, so we only need the 1209, and we'll add 7,777 to that. This is an 8986. And then we're just going to keep going down until we hit our 5 lines as we want. 6763. Excuse me. And say 4540. And one last time, adding 7,777. There's 4 lucky 7s. Gives us a 2317. And there you have it. There are 5 numbers that we can now start playing in Texas. As I said, give this a try in your state. Definitely leave me a comment below. These are our 3 states we did here. And if you want to see me do a rundown for your state, please leave me a comment below in the description. I'm keeping track of everyone that leaves comments, and those that get the most votes get pushed further to the top, because I know people are most interested in them. Give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.